Shit.
For real.
When loyalty shifts to betrayal and legends collide with rising stars, the stakes couldn't be higher. Floyd "Money" Mayweather, the undefeated icon who redefined boxing, now faces a challenge unlike any other, and it's not inside the ring. This time, it's personal. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, the once promising protégé Mayweather mentored to stardom, has transformed from student to rival. What was once a bond built on trust has turned into a bitter clash, where the fight is no longer just about boxing. It's about respect, loyalty, and settling the score. At the heart of this turmoil is Calvin Ford, Tank's former coach and the architect of his rise to fame. Now aligned with Floyd Mayweather under Mayweather Promotions, Ford's decision set off a chain reaction. What started as a business move quickly escalated into chaos. A heated clash between Floyd and Tank erupted into a shocking brawl, leaving the boxing world stunned. This isn't just a battle of egos, it's a fight for power, legacy, and control. It all began with a choice that some see as business and others as betrayal. Calvin Ford, the man who guided Gervonta Davis through every step of his journey, made waves by teaming up with Mayweather Promotions. For Ford, it was a calculated move, but to Tank, it felt like a deep betrayal. Brace yourself. This story is packed with drama, blows, and unexpected turns.
You know, Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for.
Why does this sting so much? Because Calvin Ford isn't just another coach. He's the man who shaped Tank into the knockout artist he is today. From grinding it out in Baltimore's rough gyms to dominating on the biggest stages, Calvin and Tank were a powerhouse team. But Calvin's move to join forces with Floyd has rocked the boxing world, sparking tension and fallout no one could have anticipated.
You want to see you as a guy that's in his trainer, that's like a father figure to him. You're training him all the time. You know him. Both y'all from the streets of Baltimore the whole bit. Who do you want to see Tank fight next?
I want him to get all of them that ran their mouth.
Tank hasn't been shy about airing his frustrations with Floyd, often accusing him of being controlling and undermining his progress as a fighter. So when Calvin decided to join Floyd's camp, it hit Tank like a gut punch, a betrayal he couldn't ignore, and one he wasn't willing to keep quiet about.
Calvin, he been with me since I was 7. I used to sleep in Coach Calvin's house. I used to sleep at his job when he was working at a seafood restaurant in Baltimore.
When I had to train Tank, when I didn't want him to get in trouble and I wanted to make sure we was together, I used to take him to work with me. And he'd chill. Everybody know him. Everybody know him at work.
Remember, Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it. Like, focus on the goal, you know, and them guys, they went left, and unfortunately, they got killed.
You weigh the odds out like that. Do you want him to go to jail or you want him to live? That's the whole idea, to come to the boxing gym.
If I ain't had the people I had around me, like the people that started with me and things like that, I probably would have been off the scene for a long time.
The tension between Floyd and Tank boiled over at a public charity event in Las Vegas. What was supposed to be a calm and positive occasion turned into a chaotic showdown, capturing the attention of everyone in the room. At the Las Vegas charity event, Tank confronted Floyd head-on, publicly calling him out for bringing Calvin Ford onto his team. In front of cameras, Davis reportedly yelled, "You took the one person who always had my back. You just can't stand to see me succeed without you." Floyd, never one to back down, responded, "I made you, Tank. Don't forget who gave you this platform. You really think Calvin can help you beat me? Keep dreaming." The argument quickly spiraled, with both men shouting over each other as the stunned crowd looked on. Witnesses described the scene as explosive. Tank accused Floyd of trying to sabotage his career out of jealousy, while Floyd countered by calling Tank ungrateful for everything he'd done for him. It's no surprise, Floyd has always been vocal about Tank's lack of appreciation.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I.
The heated exchange didn't stay verbal for long. It quickly escalated into a full-blown fistfight. Tensions boiled over when Tank shoved Floyd, and chaos erupted. Members from both camps rushed in to separate them, but the situation spiraled out of control as punches began flying. Video footage captured Tank throwing a punch at one of Floyd's team members, while security held Floyd back as he struggled to join the fray. What began as a war of words turned into an all-out brawl, leaving the boxing world in complete shock.
I ain't no fucking care, motherfucker. I ain't no motherfucker. Bitch, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. When I catch you, motherfucker, I kill you, motherfucker. You crazy? Chill. I know the fuck they playing with. I don't play no motherfucking haste. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up.
Calvin Ford, who was present at the event, stepped in to defuse the situation but ended up facing Tank's anger instead. "You're a sellout," Tank shouted at his former mentor, his frustration spilling over. The chaos continued for several minutes as punches and accusations flew, until security finally managed to separate everyone. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt, but the fallout was undeniable. The damage to their reputations was significant, and the fractures in their already strained relationships grew even wider.
Waiting to sit down and talk to him one-on-one, saying what his mental at. Whatever he want to do, I just prepare him for it mentally, you know what I'm saying?
After the fight, Tank took to Instagram Live to speak directly to his fans, and he didn't hold back. He explained that Floyd has always been about control and can't accept that Tank is doing his own thing. Tank also expressed frustration over how the drama was distracting him from preparing for his upcoming fight with Lamont Roach. He admitted that he should be focusing on the fight, but found himself caught up in this mess. Despite everything, he made it clear that people are trying to break him, but he's strong enough to handle it. This feud isn't just personal, it's a battle of mindsets. Floyd represents the old-school approach, a strategic businessman who controls every aspect of his empire. Tank, on the other hand, embodies the new generation of fighters who prioritize independence and staying true to who they are.
She off because she was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
this
it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
As the dust settles, one big question remains: what's next for Tank's career? With Calvin Ford now aligning with Floyd, Tank faces a different kind of pressure. He's not just gearing up to fight Lamont Roach, he's also battling the narrative that he can't succeed without his former team. And let's be clear, Lamont Roach is no slouch. This fight is serious, and there's a lot on the line. Gervonta Davis is famous for his knockout power. His undefeated record and impressive stoppage rate speak volumes. Who could forget that devastating body shot that took down Ryan Garcia? Tank doesn't just win fights, he makes a statement every time he steps into the ring.
Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition. He was doing that a lot.
And he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that, because if you come in thinking somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank.
That's what makes this fight so intriguing. Tank enters as the heavy favorite, but let's be real, this isn't just about adding another win to his record. It's about showing the world that he's still the top dog and that no one in the division can touch him. But with that comes immense pressure. All eyes are on Tank, and it's up to him to back up his reputation and prove that he doesn't need anyone else to succeed. Lamont Roach might not pack the same one-punch knockout power as Tank, but he more than makes up for it with his technical abilities. Roach is a skilled counterpuncher with excellent footwork, and he knows how to frustrate aggressive fighters like Davis. Roach has been studying Tank's style closely, and when they faced off, he made it clear, he's not here to be just another knockout on Tank's resume. He's coming to win.
Punching the ceiling, but nothing is feeling like anyone has any fucking ability to even stick to a subject is killing me. The inability to pin humility, hunter the back hole. On the freaking minute, got me thinking of finishing everything with a seed a minute, and reaping the benefits. I'm asleep in the Quillican as I'm thinking about an evil intent of another feet. I'm killing it, cause even if I gotta end up needing a pill, it can even get him.
With Calvin Ford no longer in his corner, it'll be fascinating to see how Tank adapts under his new coach, Derek James. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Derek James isn't unfamiliar with Tank's style. He actually trained Frank Martin, one of Tank's recent opponents. That means James has already analyzed Tank up close, but now the tables have turned. Instead of preparing to beat Tank, he's been brought in to train him for his next fight. This twist adds a new layer of strategy and unpredictability to Tank's upcoming matchup.
Y'all gotta watch these guys, man.
He's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Glove champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like, I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad if you're gonna add one.
How old is he? I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yeah, he's young. Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
He may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind watching him and Gervonta Davis.
The same way, yeah.
Yeah, like
they sparred before the same way. Yeah, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before, yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I went. I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I know him. And I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
With most of the guys there. Gervonta, I think, will be probably the tough.
Switching from Calvin Ford to Derek James raises a major question. Will this change be an upgrade or a downgrade for Tank? Only time will tell. For Calvin Ford, joining Mayweather Promotions has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a massive opportunity to work with one of boxing's greatest minds. On the other, it's come at the expense of his relationship with Tank. It's a dramatic shift from the days when Ford stood by Tank and openly criticized Floyd to now being a part of Floyd's team. The dynamics have completely shifted, and the full impact on everyone involved is still playing out.
The thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we seeing what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to rebuild itself, you know. But again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man, because they can't stand it, you know. Calm is I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows.
Why would Tank's longtime ally Calvin Ford suddenly turn on him? Although Ford has largely kept quiet about his choice, sources indicate he sees it as a unique chance to further his career. He has access to greater platforms, resources, and contacts in the boxing world through his work with Mayweather Promotions, which might advance his coaching career. However, the decision calls into question ambition and loyalty, leading many to question whether the career rise was worth sacrificing his relationship with Tank.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, you know, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his justice.
Joining Mayweather Promotions offers Calvin Ford the opportunity to deal with more fighters, get more exposure, and land larger fights than he ever dreamed of, because Floyd's empire is enormous. Although this action might advance his career, it also jeopardizes his relationship with Tank.
So his lifestyle, he may be friends with the guy that fights that fights in the main event, but he can't live the same lifestyle that the main event fighter lives.
However, this action goes beyond simply furthering his career. According to rumors, Ford may have some animosity toward Tank, particularly in light of the recent turmoil. Ford might have thought it was time to take a break from Tank's turbulent personal life, judicial appearances, and legal issues.
Battery, violence. Put your hands behind your back. You got handcuffs? Hey, the little one inside.
Yeah, I don't gotta ask him about it.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay. Listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say.
Ford may be able to go on with a more dependable and experienced team by joining Mayweather Promotions, something Tank hasn't always been able to provide. Ford might get the stability and organization he's been seeking in his career with this move.
He didn't have a chance to focus 100% on boxing. You know, one day you're worried about the position that your family is in. You worry about your living condition.
How is Tank managing all of this, then? Not well, which is not surprising. According to others close to him, he feels totally deceived and interprets Ford's action as him choose Floyd above him. This official signing feels like a slap in the face to the rumors that Ford had been surreptitiously giving Floyd Tank's training advice. Tank sees it as a personal matter as much as a commercial one.
Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then
There is no doubt that the boxing world has never seen such drama as the rivalry between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis intensifies. Careers and legacies are now on the line as what started out as a professional dispute has descended into a full-scale conflict. However, it begs the important question: what exactly led to Tank and Floyd's falling out? What went wrong when these two were once inseparable? Floyd may have gone too far, according to reports. During his solo runs, he allegedly recruited others to confront Tank, aiming to catch him when he was most exposed. But it didn't end there. In addition to spying on Tank, Floyd even gave his old rival Frank Martin information regarding Tank's location. Floyd was familiar with Tank's tactics from years of training, and it is said that he told Martin about them. This felt like the ultimate betrayal to Tank. He's not taking it lightly either.
You know, he the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. he's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to beef with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
The true stunner, though, was when Tank unleashed a huge revelation that rocked the world. In addition to being a legendary boxer, Floyd Mayweather is very protective of his family, particularly his daughter Yaya Mayweather. Yaya's turbulent relationship with rapper NBA YoungBoy has already put her in the public eye, but now there's more drama developing, and it's spicy.
Yes. We were having a simple conversation that happened to be on live, and I said what I said.
Let's introduce Floyd's star protege Gervonta Tank Davis, who is renowned for his dominance in the ring. However, Tank has been in the news lately for reasons other than his knockouts. There are rumors that he had a covert relationship with Floyd's daughter, Yaya Mayweather. And who made this startling detail public? Ryan Garcia, that's who.
I already knew about all that. Once Gervonta fucked Floyd Mayweather's daughter, and that's not even a secret. That's not something I'm exposing.
That concludes the video for today. Please remember to press the bell icon, hit the like button, and subscribe if you liked it so you don't miss any more of our uploads. Remember to leave a comment below with your thoughts. We'll see you in the upcoming video, so stay tuned.